Alright, guys. This is the hardest rival fight in the game. I just failed. Okay. I recorded this video, and then I forgot to save it. Like, I didn't click the save button, so it never saved. It never even hit my desktop, so I can't recover it, which means we're doing this. The first time I recorded this fight, it went literally as well as physically possible. Like, it was so smooth. There's a couple things we risk in this fight, but it went so cleanly. And I'm really devastated that I deleted the recording. So, I'm just going to hope that it goes as cleanly now, when I'm actually recording it, just so that you guys can, like, see the strategy, see the Pokemon I used, see the items and stuff. Like, this fight is a really interesting fight, and I think I played it really well, and it feels bad to not share that with the world. You know? So, I probably cannot get it to be exactly the same as the last one, but if I can get it similar enough so that you guys see what happened, then we're good to go. So Scrafty is leveled so that it's dead to close combat and Dazzling Gleam here, which means we can just go to Chandelure, which resists both. We're going to click Air Slash and Mienshao. Mienshao is Focus Sash. It'll live, but we have Aqua Jet next turn. That's the strategy. We don't want to get crit on Dazzling Gleam here. On Swanna. Crit Dazzling Gleam and Chandelure doesn't matter. Okay. Aqua Jet outspeeds and kills Mienshao. Shadow Ball outspeeds and kills Musharna, because this is the best Chandelure you've ever seen. Basically max IVs with a plus speed nature. Pretty crazy. We're going to... Both these Pokemon bait Emboar because Emboar has Head Smash and Wild Charge, so Emboar is guaranteed to come in. Either Samurott or Superior is going to come in. Superior requires a lot of, like, playing by ear, right? Kind of seeing what happens. Samurott is really consistent. It's really free. It allows me to pick up double KO. That's what happened in my first recording, which is why one of the reasons it went so well. So we need to see Samurott here, or it's not going to be an accurate rendition. There's Emboar. Please show me Samurott. Nice. Okay. I popped off when I saw Samurott, by the way. I was so pumped. So, in this game, Samurott is a water fighting type, Emboar is a fire ground type, and Superior is a grass dragon type. Both of my Pokemon outspeed both of their Pokemon. Swanna outspeeds and kills Emboar with Bubble Beam. By the way, Swanna was Wide Lens, which is why I guaranteed landed Air Slash. Chandelure is Expert Belt, which is why it killed Musharna and is why it's now going to kill Samurott. We get the double outspeed. We get a second double KO back-to-back. And then we're going to bait in Haxorus and Superior for the final turn. Beautiful. This is basically how the first run went. This is basically how the first attempt at this fight went. Because up until this point, it's pretty consistent, right? We could have seen Superior instead of Samurott. We could have gotten crit on Dazzling Gleam. But that's about it. One of the reasons I'm actually even, like, more devastated about that failed recording is because I recorded, like, I spent so long recording this, like, or prepping this fight. I had a whole original strategy with Scizor that I prepped for, like, 3 hours, and then I somehow didn't realize that my Scizor was 2 speed IVs too slow, so the whole strategy fell apart and I had to switch last minute, whatever. Swanna is Friend Guard, which means Chandelure is not dead to anything here. Also means that Swanna is dead to Dragon Gem, Dragon Claw, which is what this Haxorus has. AI does take into account Dragon Gem. It does take into account gems when calculating damage, so you should always see Dragon Claw into Swanna. Superior, Ferrothorn, Pennsylvania, always lives Dragon Gem, Dragon Claw crit. Superior is a little less certain. Superior was always the kind of Pokemon that I wasn't confident about in this fight, because I never really cared about killing it, because most of my Pokemon resist Leaf Storm, which means it should always be clicking Dragon Pulse instead, which means it can't get the Contrary boost, and with 77 special attack, it's just kind of bad. The fear with Superior was that it would glare, so in my original run, the first time I did this fight, it glared Swanna, or it glared the Swanna slot, so it glared Ferrothorn, which was completely fine. The only way that Superior can do something that's really bad is if it glares and then fully paras my Chandelure, which is bad. But it didn't happen last time. I don't think it's going to happen again this time, and the reason I think that is because I think AI views glare as speed control, which means it which means it has a higher chance of clicking speed control against a Pokemon that outspeeds it. My Swanna outspeeds it, my Chandelure does not. Superior doesn't see kill on either Pokemon, which means the most likely thing should be clicking speed control into the faster Pokemon, which to me means glare into the Swanna slot. That's what it did last time. I hope that's what it does against this time. And we're going to kill Haxorus because Iron Barbs plus Rocky Helmet plus Broken Chandelure Shadow Ball does in fact kill Haxorus. Long-winded explanation there to say that this turn should be pretty smooth unless we get Glare fully parried on Chandelure. Dragon Gem, Dragon Claw comes out to do about 30%, 25 to 30%. We eat it. Iron Barbs does 1/8, Rocky Helmet does 1/8, there's Glare, should be into Ferrothorn. Nice. Exactly what happened last time. I think that's the most likely situation because of everything that I just described. This should always kill after Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet. Beautiful. Because of everything with like the way AI views speed control, and because it doesn't see a kill, speed control should be the highest priority, so it clicks it into the Pokemon that outspeeds, whatever. We have Poison Jab here. Neither of my Pokemon are dead at Dragon Pulse Crit, which is the strongest move we have. We're going to just Clear Smog you. Dragon Pulse into Chandelure. Okay, this is exactly what happened in my first run. Crit doesn't kill me there. Good damage. Poison Jab. Good damage. I actually got the poison last time with Poison Jab, which was pretty crazy. Ferrothorn just clicks Poison Jab again. We are now officially dead to Dragon Pulse Crit, so we're going to switch into Scizor. Dragon Pulse comes out. Not dead to Crit. Show me Poison Jab. And he's dead. That's basically exactly how my first fight went. Super clean. The thing that could have happened that would have been bad would have been Superior coming in instead of Samurott, which just meant we would have had to like steer a little bit. It meant we couldn't obviously pick up the double KO that turn, and I would have needed to get a little luckier with Glares. Like I would have needed him to either not click Glare, or for him to click, or for me to not get fully paralyzed. But I'm pretty sure if Superior was always going to Glare Swanna, there was never really a problem. Because we really only cared about him glaring Chandelure. That was the only situation that was really, like, bad, quote-unquote. Yeah, so that was the fight. These are our two new encounters. These are basically, like, two of the best encounters, if not the best encounters we could have gotten right after Skyla, so I should probably start recording my counters so it doesn't look like I'm cheating, but I promise I'm not. I just got really lucky. And this Chandelure's IVs make up for all the, like, 7 speed IVs, hint, Scizor, that we got throughout this run, because, oh my god, Scizor slightly underspeeding Emboar, Victini slightly underspeeding Mothim on Berg, Victini slightly underspeeding, Electivire on Elisa, Darmanitan slightly underspeeding Nidoking. Like, oh my god, there's so many situations in which, like, our speed IVs were slightly too slow, and I think this Chandelure being the best Chandelure ever made kind of makes up for that. But I really like this team. I really liked the strategy. Even if Superior came in, I think we could have done it without any deaths, although we might have had to risk Swanna at some point on, like, a couple crits. But that was about how smooth the fight went. That's why I was so excited and so upset that my recording didn't save. And yeah, we've got Reversal Mountain, which is like a series of like triple and double battles, but there's some way to kind of cheese them with like Dust Cloud glitches. So I think we're going to do that. And the next big boss fight is another rival battle, actually, but a much easier rival battle in Hugh, because he has literally, I guess he has higher levels. He has slightly higher levels. Level 58. Slightly higher levels, but it's a single battle. This thing is still going to get walled by, what did I use last time? Did I use Corsola? I don't remember. What did I use? I think I used Archeops last time. Still gets walled by Archeops. So yeah, this fight should be pretty chill. We've got 2 more encounters. I think in the same video that I do this next fight, I'm going to do a PC recap. So we've got, like, I think 3 encounters before that. So I'll review all those encounters. I'll take a more in-depth look at some of our new encounters. This is our first time using Scizor, by the way. We used Scyther against Juan, but good performance all around. And I'll review any other encounters that I haven't really had the chance to showcase, or that I just haven't used in a while and you guys may have forgotten. But big takeaways from this fight is Swanna is amazing. It's come to almost every single fight since we've gotten it. And Chandelure is crazy. Chandelure's crazy. Chandelure's crazy. Chandelure's crazy. Chandelure's crazy. Chandelure's crazy. So that was this fight. Yeah, I'm really sad I didn't get to record it because I was so much more into it and excited in the first video, but it is what it is. Really love this team. This strategy took so long. It still wasn't perfect, but it worked out really well, and that's really cool. So I'll see you guys for Hugh. Some encounter recaps. I've got actually a lot to do until then, so I'm looking forward to getting to chill a little bit because we've had 3 really, really hard fights back to back, and we're gonna chill out. So looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to next time. But I'll see you guys then.